Hey, what's going on everybody? Zach from the barbellphysio.com here, and today we're gonna talk about how to properly perform glute ham raises and a couple different scaling options to let you use this exercise no matter where you're at in your strength progression. Okay, so step number one on performing the glute ham raise is to adjust our foot plate positioning and height. Where we want to be is that when our foot's up against that back plate, we should see that our knee is right at the bottom of the pad. So I'm gonna get both of my feet in here and I'm gonna start upright. My body is perpendicular to the ground. I've got a straight line between my thigh and my torso, and I'm simply going to lean forward until my body is parallel to the ground and then bend my knees and return back upright. So you're gonna see, again, knees at the bottom of the pad. As I lean forward, my thigh is gonna make contact with the top of the pad. And the only thing really moving here is my knees. So I'm just straightening my knees and bending my knees. As I go down, I'm not changing my hip positioning or my back positioning. One tip that I give for a lot of athletes, especially those that feel like their back works a lot with glute ham raises, is to think of tucking their chin to their chest as they do that. And that little bit of neck flexion will often result in the back not arching and extending as they come back up to keep it a little bit more focused on the hamstring itself. Now, that's gonna take a lot of strength, and for many people, they won't have the strength necessary to do that. So let's talk about two different scaling versions of the glute ham raise. Number one, we could take a PVC pipe, and we can hold on to that with one hand, or we could use two sticks, and we give ourselves just enough assistance to get up and down and perform the prescribed number of repetitions. So we can go PVC pipe assisted. Another great scaling option is to attach a resistance band to your foot plate and simply hold that behind your back and use that to give you a little assistance getting up. Both of those are nice to do to make that a little bit easier. Now, some of you are going to be in a situation where you actually need to make that glute ham raise more difficult. And so for that, I like to weight my glute ham raises. And so very frequently I do this with a medicine ball or a slam ball because I kind of like the hugging of the ball, keeping our back rounded as we go down and then pulling back up. It's much harder to do that with a weight. If you struggle doing weighted ones, but body weight ones have gotten to where you're doing really high volume, then one great option is to lower down with the weight, drop the weight on the ground, and then come back up and really emphasize overloading that eccentric portion of it. Hope that helps you understand the glute ham raise a little bit more and dial in your technique and have a couple of great scaling options for yourself or the athletes that you work with.